Hello, well today is New Vinyl Day and I've got two consignments that have arrived. This one has come from Montreal from a retailer called Frisson Rock. I've never ordered from them before, but it's arrived very quickly and they did free post provided my order exceeded $120, which it did. So it's in a sturdy box and wrapped inside with bubble wrap. And let's see what we have. There's 3 albums here. They are all by Tangerine Dream. First one is Raum, which is one of the most recent releases. Next one, Mona Da Vinci. That one's from 2011. Mala Kunia. This is an unusual one. That's from 2014. So I'm looking forward to having a go at those. I should show you this one as well. It's one of my favourites. It was one of the first albums I ever bought back in the 1970s. Mott by Mott the Hoople. I have a couple of copies. My original one is long since gone, but this one is a modern pressing by Music on Vinyl, which have a reputation for high quality releases. And look at that, it's on pink vinyl, isn't that amazing? So I'm looking forward to seeing how that sounds. Yeah, isn't that amazing? I already have a used copy of the 1973 print, which is a very similar cover, and I have the North American version as well. So what's in here? Let's have a look. This is an Amazon box. There's actually a CD in there, a Klaus Schulze CD as well. So what have we got? Amazon package their stuff quite well really these days. You get these little mailers which open very easily. And we've got another Tangerine Dream. This one is Finnegan's Wake. This is one in the series of sonic poems they've released. So I'm giving that a go. This one is Edgar Allan Poe's The Island of the Fae. Another one in the sonic poem series. I have listened to all these online, so I know what I'm getting, and they are strong releases. So I think this one is also a double LP, but on side 4, or side D, there is an etching. So we'll open that up and see what that looks like. I'm interested to see what the side D etching is like. Let's have a look. Well, there we are. I don't know if you can see that. Tilt it towards the light. That's rather interesting. Okay. So let's have a look at Finnegan's Wake. So this is a tribute to the James Joyce poem of the same name. Looks like this is an etching as well. Let's see. Yep, same thing. This is jigsaw puzzle pieces. Isn't that neat? Don't want to do any damage. There we are, that's split nicely. Right, what does this one look like? This is another double. It's very tangerine, isn't it? Quite appropriate. Alright, onwards. Mona Da Vinci. I'm not going to keep those. I will use my own outer covers. So this one has a little bit of advertising in there, and there's the album. Looks in nice shape. Side B has the Mona Lisa in shades of violet. Side A has a band portrait. Nice. Round. Slice this one open gently. And this too is a double. Some vivid artwork, and inside some rather daunting imagery of a synthesizer. Well, that's grand. I'm very happy to have received those. I have to say, I have at least another dozen or more on order from various sources, including my local Back Alley Music, who I like to support where I can. Great. And here we are the next day. This is another new discovery, a band called The Pineapple Thief, and this album is Dissolution. They are almost protégés of a guy called Steven Wilson, whose band is Porcupine Tree, and I discovered them through that route. And this one was delivered later in the day by courier. I know what this is. This is from a company called Frisson Rock in Montreal, and I have 3 due from them. Steven Wilson, The Future Bites. Porcupine Tree, In Absentia. And another Porcupine Tree, The Sky Moves Sideways. Now, Frisson Rock, this is the 3rd order I've received from them, and their prices are really quite keen. In many times I find them cheaper than Amazon. The quality of the packaging and the speed of shipping are great. So if I can't find something at a decent price on Amazon or locally, I'll be using them. Right, I've unwrapped them all, and the hype stickers that are on the shrink wrap, I like to clip those off and stick them to the inner sleeve. Actually, that's on side A, which these are all double albums, so that makes it easier to identify without having to squint at the label. This one, Steven Wilson's solo album, is in an interesting little sleeve of its own. This one's only a single album, but in the other half of the sleeve is a booklet. To die, one must ignore facts, it says. And these are the lyrics to the songs on the album. Now, I got into Steven Wilson via Alan Parsons. There is a slight connection between them, and if you search on YouTube you'll find a fascinating interview stroke discussion between the two of them, because they are both highly renowned audio engineers in album production, and there is a little similarity in their music. I'd say that Steven Wilson is rather more experimental, avant-garde, but there's been a trend for me whereby I've shown an interest in electronic music which I never had before. I've listened to Klaus Schulze, Tangerine Dream, and looking at one of my favourite websites, the Music Map, and putting in the name Klaus Schulze, for example, and a near match is Alan Parsons. Going through one door has led to a series of corridors with other doors opening off it, and all these artists have an element of instrumental music on their albums, and all are fabulous sound engineers. So I'm looking forward to getting these out and spinning them and awaiting more in the mail.